new house, or you just got done with a remodeling project. You want to show it off, but the construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. This is Beth Ayatt. After the work is done, let Service Master by Ayatt make sure that you don't have to do more work to clean up after the construction crew leaves. Show off and demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
When it comes to your home, we know you have lots of options for contractors. At GT Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. From windows and doors to siding and seamless gutters, we're focused on quality materials, experienced crews, and getting the job done right the first time. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. Visit gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to Hammer Sports Complex at Albert Lea High School, the best facility in the Big Nine, including this turf infield that they use for softball, along with several other diamonds around here, and, of course, the turf football and soccer field and the track and field area over there at the Gus across the parking lot from here. I'm Jay Paul, voice of the Tigers, along with producer myself today. I'm a solo act today. We have, of course, over 140 live stream events and games every year here, varsity games and high school events. In fact, we just did the band concert last night, and we got softball and track and field going on AlbertLeaLive.com today. It's baseball Thursday and a doubleheader softball Saturday, so it's a busy week here. And then, of course, next Monday is the choir concert. Hey, we thank Hy-Vee, GT Window and Door, and Gutters by GT, Advanced Focus Dental, Troy Thompson Agency, Mr. Sandless, Albert Lea Bus Company, LMR Media, Service Master by Ayatt, Alpha Orthodontics, and North Star Creation in Owatonna for being along with us each and every event and game we do. The Albert Lea Tiger girls, the softball team is 1-12 overall and 0-10 in the Big Nine. That's right, 1-12. They went to Jackson over the weekend and played 3 games in their tournament over there. Jackson County Central Huskies, ranked 4th in AA, beat Albert Lea 12-1 in 5 innings. Leah Heidemann accounted for the only run for the Tigers with a solo home run in the 3rd inning, her first round tripper of the year. Brielle Bakken pitched all 5 innings, giving up 12 runs, 7 of them earned on 13 hits with 4 strikeouts and 5 walks. 0-12, Albert Lea then played 4-10 Glencoe Silver Lake, and the Tigers shut out the Panthers 11-0 in 5 innings. Their first win of the season. The Bats exploded. Scored 3 in the first, 5 more in the second, did the Tigers, as well as 3 in the fourth. Taylor Johnson pitched a 5-hit, 5-inning shutout, striking out 3. Callie Noble had 2 hits and 3 RBIs in that game. Sienna Murray collected a couple of hits and 2 runs batted in. Hannah Austinson, Taylor Johnson, and Brielle Bakken each had 2 hits and an RBI in the game, while Kira Erickson and Addie Gilliam each had 1 hit and 1 RBI. And then the Tigers played New York Mills and lost 6-3, even though they out-hit the Marauders 10-5. Sienna Murray had 3 hits and 2 RBI in the game, including a second-inning home run, her first of the season as well. So a couple of home runs over the weekend. Pretty cool. Brielle Bakken got the other run, batted in for the Tigers in the 7th. Taylor Johnson started in the circle in that 3rd game against New York Mills, gave up 6 runs. Only 2 of those were earned through 5 innings while striking out 3. Taylor, along with Addie Gilliam and Sienna Murray, each hit doubles in the game as well. Tonight, the Tigers are at home versus Owatonna. The Huskies, 5-15 overall, 4-9 in the Big Nine. Only 3 spots ahead of Albert Lea in the standings. The Huskies have lost 6 of their last 7, so we get them at a good time, although they're trying to rebound as well. We'll see how that plays out here today. We got maybe a little more confidence in these Tiger girls, having played well over the weekend. But, of course, we got the wind to deal with here today. The wind is blowing right to left, and it is a hearty wind, sometimes gusting to 40 miles an hour, they say. Didn't get a chance to talk to head coach Christina Gerber, but I did talk to injured shortstop junior Maggie Olson. She's the player profile, and that's coming up after a break here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check them out online, MrSandless.com.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We still provide routine dental care, but have added cosmetics, smile makeovers, clear braces, Botox, and fillers to our services. We also custom design and 3D print beautiful lifelike dentures in days, not weeks. Don't put off the new smile you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. Learn more at afd.dental.
Gutters by GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
All right, we got the Tiger pregame going here, and our player profile today, number 2, Junior. Are you Junior already?
Junior,
Wow.
yep.
Time flies. It seems like we've been watching you for a long time. We have been watching you for a long time playing all different kinds of sports.
Yeah, it's been super fun just being able to be out for so long.
Maggie Olson, of course. I don't know if I said that already, but shortstop last year. You wrestle, you play soccer too, right?
Yep.
And hockey.
Yes.
And I mean, wrestling and soccer, or wrestling and hockey are kind of the same time too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was kind of really weird kind of going back to hockey this year. I just really missed it. And it was super fun, and it was great for both the coaches to be like welcoming and being supportive of what I wanted to do.
Well, wrestling, you're hanging out with guys all the time.
Yeah, it was
You gotta
definitely
hang with the girls when you're doing hockey.
exactly, and it was like all my best friends play hockey, so
Yeah.
I think that aspect of it I really missed.
So you got injured. You don't have to say anything about it if you don't want to, because it's your own. You're under 18. I don't have any right to ask you, but if you wanted to say what happened to you, you could, and how you're recovering.
No, yeah, so I tore my ACL at the start of January, so I had
hockey or wrestling?
during wrestling. Yep. So I had surgery about at the end of January, so I'm about 3 months post-op, and it's going pretty good. So
Yeah, you're walking well.
yeah, so it's
But it's
just
one of those things where when it happens, it hurts, and then it doesn't really hurt anymore.
yeah. So it was like even mine, like it tweaked a little bit, but it wasn't like excruciating pain or anything, and I thought I was kind of fine. So I kept wrestling on it, but it just like I wasn't able to wrestle like myself, so I knew something was up.
Is it a year of recovery, or
Yep. So it's like 9 to 12 months, so it's a long one.
it's going to be right into your senior year there? Huh?
Yeah. So it's kind of really sad, but
So no soccer either?
probably not. But hopefully I can get in at the tail end, but we'll see.
All right, well, if you're going to play hockey, you're good at that too. And of course, wrestling, we all know Maggie's just a prolific wrestler. And first of all, let me see. Well, you went through all the sports you're playing. Have you made any college decisions, or are you just putting that off until?
Not yet, so I'm still pretty open to what I want to do, where I want to go, and everything.
That's pretty good. Any significance? Now, you switch numbers every sport. You're number 2 in softball, you're number 3 in soccer, you're number 5 in hockey. Wrestling, you don't have a number, but what's any significance to any of them?
Number 2 is that's what my brother was, so I always kind of liked that number. And then number 3 for soccer. He was 3 in soccer as well. Okay. And then when I was in 7th and 8th grade, I had, like, my best friend was Morgan Luring, and she was number 3, so I just kind of took over her number once she graduated.
There you go. All right. Favorite glove brand out there on the softball diamond? And you're not just a shortstop, though. You play multiple positions.
Yep. So I can kind of play everywhere I have in the past years, but I go to is an Easton.
Okay. Favorite bat? Do you have a pet bat or a team bat? Or?
Oh, yeah, I use a Carbon. It's definitely my favorite that I've ever used.
You had a really good year last year. Numbers-wise, you were up amongst the leaders in a lot of different categories, except home runs. Taylor got that title, but I bet you're just itching because you've been with the team every step of the way here. You're with them all the time. You got to be just going, why can't I play?
I know. It's really hard being able to sit there and just watch my team play without me, and just it's like I really want to be out there, but I know like there's a plan and it all happens for a reason, so I'll come back better.
You are correct. Favorite sports moment you have been a part of personally?
Well, I was just talking to Kira yesterday about a play that we had against OWATONNA last year. It was a double play, and it was pretty awesome. So I'd probably say that one.
I was a second baseman when I played, and double plays up the middle are just, you can't beat it, especially if it's unassisted.
Yeah.
Favorite athlete?
Mike Trout.
Okay, I think I've heard you say that before.
Probably.
Favorite music?
Country.
Anything country, huh?
Yep.
Final question, what's your go-to fast food?
Probably Culver's.
That's a good one. And they're not far away.
No, it's pretty nice.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. Hey, heal quickly, get back as soon as you can, and you're just such a joy to watch.
Yes, thank you.
All right, great job. You're off. All right, back here, and it is youth night, so they were parading around some of the youth here, just off our camera here. Let me see if I can catch a little more of them. Our shaky center field camera, which doesn't look all that level, but it is windy, and that's what's going to make this interesting today. I have those two views. I think we're going to try and start here as soon as possible, just because it's windy and nobody wants to be out here with all of this. So we're going to join Mike in just a bit here.
Today's event will follow the rules and guidelines of the Minnesota State High School League. At Albert Lea High School, we would like to remind you that Minnesota State High School League events are an extension of the classroom and that lessons are best learned when respect is shown to all. Please do not focus your energy on officials and coaches of tonight's contest. Rather, cheer on your student athletes for their hard work and efforts they put in this season. We thank you for your support. A reminder, this event and facility is to be chemically free for students and adults. Also, the concession stand is open. The grill is out, so check out what they're offering. Probably burgers and hot dogs. Help support the boosters who help support softball here in Albert Lea.
All right. I'm sure Mike's dealing with the wind in there too. He's got a little cubby there next to the dugout, but
They got to do a realignment of their lineup due to an injury. So we will start with our lineup for our Albert Lea Tigers. At shortstop, number 13, LEA Heidemann. In the center field, number 1, Hannah Austenson. Pitching today for the Tigers, number 7, Taylor Johnson. At third base, wearing number 5, Kira Erickson. In right field, number 15, Sienna Murray. At second base, number 6, Kaylee Henderson. In left field, wearing number 10, Kelly Noble. Designated player today for the Tigers, number 11, Eddie Hogsall. Catching for the Tigers, number 8, Eddie Gilliam. And at first base, wearing number 3 is Brielle Bakken. Also playing today on the roster are number 2, Maggie Olson, number 9, Lauren Schumacher, number 16, Betsy Kokot, and number 20, Brooke Hauser. Albert Lee is coached by Christina Gerber and assisted by Lana Hull. Umpires for today's game are Carl Woolridge and Jason Slater.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we'll go with the startup lineup for the Owatonna Huskies. This may change a little bit, but this is what we have. At shortstop, number 11, Kendra Bogan. Wearing number 1, second baseman, Ava Fisher. At third base, number 19, Jesslyn Smith. Catching today for the Huskies, number 6, Samantha Meyer. At first base, number 10, Haley Rosenau. In left field, number 28, Allison Johnson. In right field, number 20, Haley Butler. Pitching today for the Huskies, number 31, Malia Schroet. And in center field, number 3, Jory Sikora. Also on the roster is number 21, Leighton Nelson. Coach for the Huskies is Jeremy Moran, assisted by Rachel Mallow. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask at this time that you stand, if able, and remove your hats. The privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us honor and respect their efforts and our country by devoting our attention to the American flag throughout the completion of our national anthem.
And we are ready to roll here. As you see all the youth with the girls here, youth night here in the softball arena. Over across the parking lot for track and field, they have senior night going on. And there are a lot of seniors on that squad. And, of course, the boys track and field team has qualified for the state tournament for the first time in 35 years. So that's huge news. The softball team won their first game over the weekend over Glencoe Silver Lake, so that's huge news. Baseball team's in Owatonna tonight. I think golf team was in, let's see, what do we have here for today? Some of the younger grades got called off and canceled, but 7th grade baseball at Mankato East at Caswell Park at that's tomorrow. No, that's today. 4:15 today. The girls' 7th grade softball game at Albert Lee Snyder Fields against East was canceled. Track and field for JV and varsity, girls and boys, taking place over at Hammer Complex at the Gus, like I said. Also, The baseball 9A game gets started here with the same as this one at 5 against Owatonna. In Owatonna, the JV game also at 5 over there in the varsity as well. We'll have some reports, hopefully, on some scores. Line that up here earlier. And then the softball game here at Hammer Complex Field 1 with Owatonna. Both teams struggling this year. And in the bottom part of the Big Nine standings. But, hey, a win here for Albert Lea. 2 wins in the last 3 games that they've played. They've got 2 against Faribault coming up on Saturday here for a doubleheader to wrap up the regular season. If they can get a few wins here, because they got the Mankato East in the mix on Thursday, they got to go there. And that'll be a tough one. But, if they win a couple more, they could actually crawl out of the basement and not have to play the 2 seed, which, let me get my section seeding lineup here. It's perspective because the coaches have to vote on it and all that at the end of the season. But the way I see it, East is number 1 at 14-5 overall. They're 2-0 against section opponents. They probably get the bye because the top team, there's 7 teams in the section, so the other 6 would play each other. But St. Peter looks to be the 2 seed right now, 11-3 overall, 4-2 against section opponents. New Ulm is 9-4. They're 2-2 in the section. West would be the 5 seed at 10-6. And that's what I'm talking about. Instead of playing St. Peter, the 2 seed, if we can get a few more wins, because that's who we'll play if we don't win any more games. And by the way, that starts next Wednesday, a week from tomorrow already, the section playoffs. And so, like I said, if it stays the way it is right now, we don't win any more games. It would look like we'd play St. Peter, maybe New Ulm if they could pass the Saints in the standings, but one of those 2 anyway. And if we can win a few more, then it becomes maybe a West or maybe even a Jordan, who is 8-8 and 3-0 in the section games. Marshall is right ahead of us at 5-14 overall and 0-4, and Albert Lea at 1-12 and 0-1. So, got to keep positive thoughts and hope that some things go our way here as they started some home run hitting. 3 now on the year. Taylor got 1 earlier, and Aaliyah, and I forgot who hit the other one. It was Brielle Bakken. No, hang on, I got it here somewhere. In our win, they shut out the Panthers 11-0 from Glencoe Silver Lake. 5 innings. Taylor, as I'm looking. Oh, they didn't hit a home run in that. They hit home runs in their losses. That's right. Sienna Murray had a 2nd inning home run in the New York Mills game, the 3rd game of the weekend. And Heidemann got the 1 in the first game against Jackson County Central. It's going to be Taylor Johnson pitching here today, and she will face a lineup that has been moved around a lot because they had an injury. Somebody tore their fingernail on the trip here or when they got here and has had to be taken out of the lineup. I think it was Samantha Meyer, but don't quote me on that. But they got Kendra Bogar, who is the shortstop leading off. Ava Fisher, second base girl, will be second. Jesselyn Smith is batting 3rd. She's the third base girl. Leighton Nelson will catch instead of Samantha Meyer. Hanley Rose now is their first base girl, batting 5th. 6th is Allison Johnson playing out on left. Abigail Johnson goes in for Haley Butler, who was the original right fielder, but now it's Abigail Johnson batting 7th. Malia Schroet will bat 8th and pitch. And Jory Sikora, the center fielder, bats 9th. So that is the lineup for the visitors. And I'll try and keep the scoreboard up for you as it's 1-1 already, and that's what it says on their scoreboard anyway. As that one is out of the zone, 2-1. Here, I'll try and get my scoreboard up to date here. Oh, I got 3-1. Hang on. It is 3-1. Could have kept it there. 3 balls, 1 strike to Bogar. Kendra, lefty. And she grounds 1 to Henderson at second, who scoops it up and throws over to first. And Bakken for the out. A 4-3 put out, 1 up, 1 down for Owatonna with Ava Fisher coming up.
Ava Fisher.
Fisher is a right-handed bat, second base girl. We had some bandwidth issues. It was flashing that might slow down our broadcast a little bit, but they have disappeared. Every once in a while, they rear their ugly head. And I do have that center field look, a little wider look of the camera. Oh, off of Kaylee's glove at second. Nice diving attempt for that one, but a base hit for Fisher. But as you can see, it's a little crooked, and when the wind blows, I mean, it was straight at one point. The wind has blown it around up there. It's kind of exposed way up the top of the stands. But we'll look at it every once in a while. I mean, that's a good view of the infield, even though it looks like, if you watch the old Batman TV series, anytime one of the bad guys appeared, the whole screen would be crooked because they were crooked, you know? That's what that looks like. It kind of leans to the left. But strike is called on Jessalyn Smith with one on and one out. Here in the top of the first for OWATONNA. That's off of Taylor's glove in the circle. And they try and get the out at first and then try and pick off the runner at second. That didn't work. I think everybody's safe. No error on that. That was a ricochet off the pitcher's glove, and Taylor actually wagging her bare hand. She put that out there. They're going to make sure she's all right. I thought I hit her glove, but she's shaking her pitching hand, which is not good. Maybe she reached them both out. And Coach Gerber out there, and they're going to take her out for now. She can always go back in if she feels better and can prove that she can go, but they're going to throw Brielle Bakken in here. And going to have to bring somebody out to play first. Well, that's unfortunate. The only other girls on the bench are Lauren Schumacher, Betsy Kokot, and Brooke Hauser. So we'll have some warm-up passes for Brielle. And I guess we could take the break while they're doing all that and fill you in on who goes where when we come back here on HopperlyLive.com.
Fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna to see their full line of Ice Castle RVs and keep the fun alive all year round. They also deliver a full line of enclosed and utility trailers for all of your hauling needs. Find them just north of Owatonna, across I-35 from Bass Pro Shops, or check out their inventory online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
You have a brand new house, or you just got done with a remodeling project. You want to show it off, but the construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. This is Beth Ayatt. After the work is done, let Service Master by Ayatt make sure that you don't have to do more work to clean up after the construction crew leaves. Show off and demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today, 877-945-0993.
The van, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Back here, waiting for things to get going again as Brielle Bakken has replaced Taylor Johnson in the circle after Taylor had one ricochet off her glove and bare hand, apparently. I thought it just got glove, but so Bakken gets her warm-up tosses in, and should be ready to roll here pretty soon as we have girls at first and second, one out. As Jessalyn Smith got a base hit, so that's two hits. And the ground out to second by Kendra Bogan. I was saying Bogar. It's Bogan. I looked on the roster, and it's Bogan, so my apologies to her and her family. As it'll be Hanley Rose now. Or no, Leighton Nelson. She's in for Samantha Meyer at the last minute as catcher.
16 for 7 in the 3 spot. The DP is now playing first base in the 8 spot. and the flex is pitching.
Okay,
10 spot.
gotcha. Thanks.
Yep.
Got that explained to me now. They put Eddie Hogsdahl at first. And so she will bat in the 8th spot. We'll see how it goes. Comes around here, but I got to concentrate here on my scoreboard when they bat as far as who bats in Taylor's spot. And like I said, softball's pretty lenient on. They can let them come back in the game and resume if they feel better. It's a strike to Nelson. 0-1. Man, there's just so much dirt in the air with all the farmers in the field doing this. Feel bad for them. Their topsoil's all flying to the county next door. That one gets away, and it's 1-1 from Bakken to Smith. It's Gilliam not tall enough to reach that one. And now the runners are at second and third. And that one goes foul down the third baseline. It's a ball and 2 strikes. No score yet for the boys up in Owatonna, but we'll keep track of that. If got a couple of parents on alert for me here, hopefully they'll remember. As that is up and out of the zone, 2-2. It's the count to Leighton Nelson. And this is in the air, shallow left, and drops over the head of Heidemann. And that is going to drive in a run. And the runner going to third is also safe. So it's an RBI single for Nelson. And the first run of the game as Fisher comes in. It's third and first with 1 out. Nelson is at first, Smith at third, and Hanley Rosenau, the first base girl, is up. Another right-handed bat. Hanley. Oops, he's saying Haley. I thought it was Hanley. Let me just check my roster quick. It is Hanley, the freshman. She takes ball 1-1-0. First and third, 1 out. Bogan is a senior. That is a base hit to center as Hannah picks it up quickly and gets it into Bakken in the circle, but a base hit and an RBI for Rosenau. 2-0, Owatonna. To second goes Nelson, and it's first and second. 2-0 and 1 out. And Allison Johnson, who is the left fielder, is up. The 6th batter to get up here. She hits one on the ground to third base, and Erickson picks it up and throws it over to Addie Hogsdahl for the out at first. And that's 2 down, although the runners advance. So kind of a sacrifice, but it's a 5-3 put out for out number 2. And with Nelson at third, Rosenau at second, and here comes Abigail Johnson, who was put in the lineup late for Haley Butler out in right field. She's the 8th batter to reach, or 7th batter to reach here in the first, as that one gets by and is going to score another run. On a wild pitch from Bakken, that will be the 3rd run of the inning. And to third goes Rosenau. So 3-0 Huskies. With 3 hits. 4 hits. Bakken with a new count here as swinging a foul ball to the left and out of play. Strike 1 to Johnson. The wind is just wild today. It blows in straight to home plate, and sometimes it goes right to left. But it is really strong at times, too. That one bounces and away from Gilliam, and that will be obviously ball 4. She was safely to first. The run comes in Rose now to make it 4-0. And an RBI walk for Johnson. It's tough going for Bakken, just being a first base girl for a while. And a couple of, one batter basically. Then she had to come in after the second batter hit Johnson's hand. Now Malia Schroet is the pitcher in the 8th spot. And there's just a runner at first now, and it's 4-0. 4 runs on 4 hits and a walk. As they walked the girl back to first after that pitch. I think it's 1-0 as Bakken delivers to Schroet, and they are paying attention. That girl's kind of hanging out there up first, and they fake a couple of throws. Gilliam does. 2-0 to Schroet. Jerry Sikora would bat if she reaches. 2 down here in the first, 4 runs in. Runner goes. Throw from Gilliam's right there, but just misses as Heinemann got the back end of that one and caught it. Put the tag on, but it was just a tad late. And a steal for Johnson. Another runner in scoring position here as a swing and a miss. Catcher drops it, though, and she's going to be safe at first. In fact, Johnson advances from second to third on the play. So that's a first and third with still 2 down. And they've batted around as Sikore is up the center fielder. And that is low for a ball from Brielle. And the 1-0 is on the way. That's in the air. Should be playable for Heinemann at short, and she gets it for the out. But they score 4 on 4 hits and a couple of walks, and it's 4-0 Owatonna in the early going here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Our first,
And we're back here. Whoops.
for the Tigers.
Trying to get this view here for a little bit. As 4-0 here at the half inning of play. As Owatonna got things going their way often and early with 4 hits, a couple of walks, and they scored the 4 runs to take this early lead. They've only won 5 games, and we've won 1. So I think it's anybody's game, and you get the right breaks. 4-0, certainly not insurmountable for the Tigers to come back. They had a little trouble with the 4th-ranked Jackson County Central in AA power this year. But they took it to Glencoe Silver Lake and hung around with New York Mills as well. And Glencoe was a 5-win team as well, just like Owatonna. So we'll see. Owatonna in the midst of 5 losses in 6 games, while Albert Lea has won 1 of their last 2. Today might not be a home run. It's not. The wind is going to kill a lot of fly balls to the outfield. As the first pitch to Heinemann is a ball 1. Aaliyah, the shortstop. Towering foul ball coming back behind us, and a strike. So 1-1. Heidemann is batting .244 with 2 doubles and a home run, 6 RBI. Leads the team. That is fouled and out of play. Yeah, her 6 RBI is one more than Kira Erickson and Sienna Murray for the team lead. She's got 10 runs scored, also the tops on the team by far. 6 walks, 6 strikeouts. Been hit once. A couple of steals. As 2-2 count now to Heidemann in the leadoff spot here. Bottom of the first for Albert Lea. Down 4 runs. And the pitch from Schrodt is off the base, third base girl's glove, and she's going to reach.
Oh, that's a foul, right?
As the hot shot down there is ruled a single for Heidemann, and Hannah Austinson is up next. And since she's been moved down a spot in the order, she's been hitting the ball. As she had several hits over the weekend. And they're having the youth girls introduce their favorite players, and Hannah's younger sister, not Haley, the younger one, introduced her just now. And she shows bunt, pulls back, ball 1. So, leadoff batter's on here in the bottom of the first for Albert Lea. They need 4 runs to tie it up here. Try and stay with Owatonna anyway. With a 1-0 count. And nobody outs this 2 on their scoreboard. Somebody tell Lambert there's new outs. As that was out of the zone, 2-0. Man, the sky just looks black because of the dirt that's flying around. It's crazy. And I say we play on no dirt field here, and everything is covered in dirt everywhere around here. There's a bunt that goes foul, though. Foul called right away by the umpire, and it's a 2-1 count to Hannah. Senior Hannah, she got noticed on social media by Amherst College. She's going to be going there in the fall to play hockey, and they welcomed her to the team on social media. I shared that on our social. 2-2 count, as they were excited to have her added to their hockey squad. I think they did real well this past year, too. Might have gone quite a ways. Whatever league they're in. As that is outside, 3-2 to Austinson. Taylor Johnson on deck. Well, I would say maybe she could get it through this wind with a home run. That one's high. She walked her. They throw down with the steal. She would have been safe anyway, but safe on the steal call is Heidemann. So first and second now. Still nobody out. And Taylor Johnson. Let's get the higher view, even though it's crooked. And people walking up the stairs. And they'll get settled. It'll be all right. As Taylor, we've got Taylor going to bat, looks like. But Coach Gerber's telling the ump about the lineup change. Or I don't see, because Brielle will bat for herself, I would think. Oh, she wasn't batting to begin with. She's playing first base but not batting. Now she's been forced into the pitcher role, Brielle Bach. But Taylor's going to stay batting and just not pitch, apparently, unless maybe she's better and ready to go now after sitting on the dugout bench for half an inning. We'll see when the Tigers get done tying this thing. Swing and a miss. She was going for the downs on that one, Taylor. 0-1. First and second, that's foul, third base side. I had the wrong bases covered there, but 0-2 to Johnson. And a swing and a miss, and she struck her out. First out of the inning is a strikeout for Schrodt. And Kira Erickson coming up here. Kira with a .267 average coming in. And 4 doubles, 5 RBIs, 1 behind team leader. Scored 4 runs, walked 3 times, struck out 18. And got a steal on the year as well for Kira. Plays good at third, and that's a strike. Foul ball. 1 down, 2 on. And that's going to be an outside pitch for ball 1. 1-1. Heineman at second. Austinson at first. 1 down, and that's high for ball 2. 2-1. The youth girls are making themselves heard tonight. That's good. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss by Kira. Evens the count at 2-2. Now the wind going left to right, so you can't tell what direction it's going to be when you hit the plate. It's going to be somewhere blowing in, though. That's all we know for sure. And sometimes at 40 miles an hour. That one's out of play backwards, so stays 2-2 to Kira. Yeah, I was going to tell you that Hannah, I wonder if they added those in because it still says she was batting 128, but I noticed she got several hits over the weekend. Thought maybe her average had to come up a little bit. What do they have? Game played 13. Yeah, well, that should be right. Anyway, 2-2. 1 out. Low. 3-2 to Kira. Good eye. Trying to load the bases for Sienna Murray, who just hit a home run over the weekend. And the pitch. That's fouled back to the screen, and we'll go 3-2 again. Now I have it all. 3-2. I got it all updated. 3-2, 1 out. Runners in first and second. Erickson up. Here's the pitch from Schroet. Malia. And that is right through the hole on the right side between first and second. And they're going to send the runner home as Heidemann scores to make it 4-1. That's an RBI single for Kira. And the first hit of the game. Second hit of the game. And Erickson on first. Austinson on third. And 4-1. As a strike one is called to Murray. So 2 hits and a walk and a strikeout. And it's 4-1 now, OWATONNA. One count to Murray. Swing and a miss there makes it 1-2. Still just a 1 out. And Kaylee Henderson on deck. Here's the pitch to Murray, and that is outside to even the count 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and that's way up high. And 3-2 to Sienna. There is an open base. It's third, but I'm sure that Hannah and Kira will be glad to move up for her to take first, and that's a foul back into the screen. Oh, I have her on third. She's on second, Hannah. 3-2 is the count. Here's the pitch, low, and that should be a walk. Umpire. Oh, they're saying she went. She did kind of have a half swing, but they're going to say she swung at it. But they didn't get her out at first. It was a long call anyway, so they're going to have bases loaded, it looks like. As Austinson goes to third, Erickson's on at second. Oh, they're going to have Murray be out. She apparently swung. 2 down on a strikeout. Second of the inning and game for Schroet of OWATONNA. Kaylee Henderson coming up with runners at second and third and 2 down. And a solid shot, but shortstop right there throws to first in time to record the out on a 6-3 put-up. But they do get one, and make it a 4-1 affair here on the turf on AlbertLeeLive.com after one inning.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
Back here at Albert Lea, 4-1. I got a score for the baseball game, and it's 3-0 Owatonna in that one. Baseball Tigers down 3-zip, top of second, where girls are down 4-1 here. So some work to do for both Tiger teams. So we have a track and field event going on, also on AlbertLeeLive.com. If you're into that kind of entertainment, that's there for you. And I'll be joining that broadcast as soon as I'm done here. 4-1 on 4 hits for Owatonna, 2 hits for Albert Lea in their half of the first, and a walk that led to their 1 run. And Owatonna batted around, so it's Kendra Bogan to lead off here, and that's right up the middle of the base hit. She grounded out to second her first time up, but gets a solid base hit there. 5 hits for the Huskies, and Ava Fisher coming up. She had a base hit in her first at bat and scored the first of the 4.
Batting next, second baseman number 1, Ava Fisher.
Fisher, time is called. Steps back in. Runner at first. And pitch is high as Bogan was leading way off of first there, but no throw is forthcoming from Gilliam, and it's a 1-0 count. Not low, 2-0, and all gets away from Gilliams, and down to second goes Bogan with the stolen base. 2-0 to Fisher. Runner at second, nobody out. And the Huskies up 3, top of second. And that's to right field over Murray's head, and hits the fence out there in right field as Sienna gathers it up to get it in, but a run scores.
Bogan reaching home for the Huskies.
As Bogan scores from second on a triple. Wow, she ran fast. I was watching the ball go out there to right field, and I look up and Fisher's on third. And it's the 6th hit for the Huskies, and she gets an RBI. Jesselyn Smith had a base hit and the run scored in the first inning. She's on the ground to short, and Heineman gets that one over to Bakken. Taylor is, by the way, back in pitching, so it's a temporary owie, and she was back in. It's a 6-3 put out of Smith for the first out here in the second. But it scored the run. Fisher is in, her second run of the game, and it's 6-1. And 1 out. Nobody on now with ball 1 to Leighton Nelson. Leighton had an RBI single and scored a run in her first at-bat. She sends one in the air to center. Hannah thinks she's got it, and she does. She has the second out of the inning now. Hanley Rose now. She had an RBI single and a run scored as well. She scored the 4th run of that 4-run first inning. 2 more here. And that's fouled into the screen. Strike 1. Single and a triple, followed by a ground out and a fly out. But they scored the 2 runs. And Rose now fouls another one back, and it's 0-2. Taylor's got some pace on those pitches, so obviously not severely hurt. Taking that liner in the first inning, second batter, Ava Fisher. Hit her, I thought it hit her glove, but it hit probably both hands, and she stabs a liner right back to her, so I'd say Taylor's all ready to go here. She makes the 3rd out. They do score 2 more, though, and after an inning and a half, it's 6-1. Owatonna with the Tigers coming to bat in the bottom of the 2nd on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check them out online, MrSandless.com.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We now offer full cosmetic dentistry in addition to routine dental care. Learn more at afd.dental.
Back here as a gust of wind just came up. And everybody's turning their heads, get the dirt out of their eyes if you can, but it's almost impossible as we are underway in a pop-up here for Callie Noble. And a catch made by their shortstop, Kendra Bogan. 1 up, 1 down in the 2nd for the Tigers. Addie Hogsdahl and Addie Gilliam are due up next here. Noble the lefty, Hogsdahl the lefty. And that's low and outside, ball 1. 3-0 Owatonna and the lead in baseball up in Owatonna. We heard that first inning of play. Both teams trailing here. 1-1 count to Hogsdahl, who is batting 100 coming in. She does have no extra base hits and 1 RBI on the air. There's a strike called. 1-1. So I guess she goes back to her DH role, and Brielle Bakken goes back to first base as Taylor was back in the circle. And a 2-2 count to Hogsdahl. That's up high, good eye to make it a full count at 3-2. Actually feels cool at times when the wind blows, but I know it's in the 70s. But it's like it's a northwest wind, so, you know, maybe it's got some coolness in there from the Northlands. As that's fouled out of play and stays 3-2 with 1 out. And nobody on here in the 2nd. And a walk. A walk of Hogsdahl. That's the 2nd walk by Schroet. And we have a runner on with 1 down. And now Addie Gilliam, the 9-hitter, catcher. Gilliam batting 182 coming in. 6 hits, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs on the year. As she's got a runner at first and 1 out. And the first pitch right up the middle for a base hit for Gilliam. And in safely at second is Hogsdall. So the Addies are on for LEA. Top of the order, Heidemann. That'll be the third hit of the game for the Tigers. And first and second with one out. And Heidemann had a base hit her first time up and scored the only run for the Tigers. Also stole a base.
For the Tigers, first baseman, number 13, LEA Heidemann.
And that's up high, chin high for ball one. 1 run, 3 hits so far for Albert Lee, and 6 runs, 6 hits for the visiting Huskies. This is up in the air to left, caught. So no advancement. Now 2 down on a fly to left by Heidemann. Now Hannah Austenson. She walked and made it all the way around to third in the first inning. She's up now with 2 down and runners at first and second.
Number 1, Hannah Austenson.
Hannah with 2 RBIs on the year can add to that total with a base hit here. As Hogsdall's on second. Gilliam at first. And they spell their Addies differently. Hogsdall's A-D-D-Y and Gilliam is A-D-Y. Just to be different. As that one is a strike called 1-1. For Austenson. And the 1-1 skips in and scoots away from the catcher, but no advancement by the base runners, and it's 2-1. Here's the 2-1. That's inside and high. 3-1. Taylor Johnson waiting on deck. Hannah can get on here and load him up for Taylor. That is into the fence backwards and a 3-2 count. Johnson struck out her first time up. So she's due. Just hit one of the gap here. Hit some green. Here we go. As that one goes backwards again. 3-2 stays. 2 on, 2 out. Trailing by 5. Got to get some runs going here. Bottom of 2. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout there. That's the third for Schroet, and that is all for the Tigers. They leave 2 stranded there. And after 2 complete, it's 6-1. Huskies here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lee Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Does fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna and keep the fun alive all year round. Online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
Service Master by Ayat's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. Call Service Master by Ayat today.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Back here on the turf. Checking in to see what that baseball score is. We'll see if I can get a response. It was 3-0 Owatonna after 1 up there in Owatonna today for the boys, who are still doing well as they made the short trip north. They lost to Stewartville on Saturday, 7-5 on the road, but it's not a section game or a conference game, so really doesn't do much in the standings. At least, it's a close game and all, whatever. But they're at Owatonna. They'll be home Thursday against Mankato East. That'll be a good matchup. We'll have that for you at Hike Field here on Albert Lee Live. And then they have a doubleheader at Faribault Saturday. And they'll have their regular season wrap up next week. The girls wrap it up this Saturday with their Faribault doubleheader here that we'll have on our stream. And They start playoffs next Wednesday already. 0-1 to Abigail Johnson. Oops, this is Allison Johnson. And then Abigail to follow. I got my Johnsons all messed up here. Allison was out on a grounder to third her first time. Oh, it's 1-1 to her. Make that 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Allison. Now I would imagine they call her Allie. Allie and Abby. I wonder if they're twins. I don't know. 2-2. So the leadoff hitter here in the third. 6-1. Owatonna lead, and there's a strikeout for Taylor. Her first. And 1 up, 1 down in the third for the Huskies. And Abigail Johnson, who had an RBI walk and then stole a base and got stranded at third.
Abigail Johnson.
And she takes ball 1. Taylor fires at the second Johnson. Swing and a miss. And a 1-1 count. I say Taylor's got some zip, even with the injured, temporarily injured hand. So she doesn't look injured anymore. And that one's just a little bit inside. 2-1. She didn't miss an at bat. She just missed she got 1 out and then had to be replaced for the other 2 outs. And in the meantime, they scored 4 times. But she came back and batted in the bottom of the first, and now has been pitching ever since as well. 3-1, and a walk, a 5-pitch walk to Abigail Johnson, and there's 1 on and 1 out here in the third for Owatonna as the wind just, you can hear it sounds like an old Gunsmoke episode with the wind whipping in the background. Here's Malia Schroed, the pitcher. She walked her first time up. No answer yet from Owatonna about the boys. As it's a ball 1 rather to Malia. Pitcher to pitcher, strike called. 1-1. Hitting out of the 8 spot is Schroed. A right-handed bat. So far they have 1 lefty, and that's Bogan, the leadoff batter. There's a 1 hopper to Kira at third. She gets it across to Bakken for the out, and runner goes to second, but 2 down now. 1 5-3 put out for Jerry Sikora. Jory. Can't get the first base. There it is. 2 down, runner at second, and a foul tip back, strike 1. Hit the mask of Gilliam and ricocheted back to the fence. 0-1, 2 down, runner at second. Up 5 are the Huskies, and Taylor trying to shut it down here, and strike called. It's 0-2. Maybe she can get her out in front of an off speed and end this half inning. Tigers can get the mats going. Oops, that's high and gets away from Gilliam. On to third goes Abby Johnson, and that's 1-2 now to Sikora. Both teams with limited bench. 4 for Owatonna, 3 for Albert Lee on the benches. 1-2. Two and 2 is the count now to Sikora. Runner at third is Abigail Johnson, and here we go. It's in the air, and a diving catch made by, wow, she held on and ran into the bag at second and everything. Kaylee Henderson, what a nice grab there. A little liner to second to end the inning. So nothing hurt there. They strand the runner at third, and after 2.5, it's still 6-1 Owatonna. And the 3-4-5 hitters coming to bat for Albert Lee when we return on AlbertLeeLive.com.
GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Does fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna and keep the fun alive all year round. Online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
Service Master by Ayat's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. Call Service Master by Ayat today.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Back here in Albert Lea with the softball game, 6-1 Owatonna after 2.5. Bottom of the third, Taylor Johnson, Kira Erickson, Sienna Murray due up. Taylor struck out her first time up, and she fouls one to the fence for strike one here. The boys are in Owatonna, and they trail after 5-3. So it was 3-0. They scored 3 there of their own, and then gave Owatonna 2 more. So 5-3 Owatonna in the baseball game after 2. A little closer than it is here. There's a strike called, and it's 0-2 to Taylor. Kind of a delayed call by the ump. He got around to it, though, and it's 0-2. To the leadoff batter for the Tigers. That's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes to Taylor. Having a decent year at the plate. Hitting .364, and that's a grounder to short for 6-3 put out, 1 up, 1 down. Kira Erickson, who had a base hit, an RBI base hit in the first inning.
Third baseman, number 5, Kira Erickson.
.267 average coming in. That RBI was her 6th and ties her with Heidemann for the lead on the team. And she launches one to center, and it is caught by the right fielder way over to her right. Wow. Came a long way, and the center fielder I thought was closer to it, but the right fielder grabbed it, and it's officially a fly to right. 2 up, 2 down. And brings up Sienna Murray. Strikeout victim in the first.
Number 15, Sienna Murray.
And that pitch is called to strike. Boy, I thought that was low, but strike 1. That was like shin high, maybe. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Now it's 0-2. 2 down, nobody on in the third of a 6-1 Owatonna lead. Murray, I might have mentioned she had a .286 average coming in. And with the strikeout, that'll go down a little bit. See if she can get a base hit here. 1-2. Lays off that low pitch, and it's 2-2. 2-2, 2 outs. Murray watches strike 3 go by, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Huskies defensively. 4th strikeout for Schroet, and it stays 6-1 now after 3 complete here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We now offer full cosmetic dentistry in addition to routine dental care. Learn more at afd.dental.
6 runs for Owatonna on 6 hits, no errors through 3 innings, as Albert Lea has 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. And top of the order again for Owatonna for the 3rd time. They start with the 1 batter, Kendra Bogan. She has ground out to second and a base hit and a run scored and a stolen base in that second at bat as well. Swings at a low pitch for strike one from Taylor. 6-1 here, 5-3 Owatonna leading the baseball Tigers in Owatonna in their third inning. We're in the fourth here as that is a catch by Heineman from short way out in left field. And one up, one down here in the fourth. Will pop out to the shortstop.
Heineman making the catch for the first out. Now batting for...
And now Ava Fisher, who had a base hit and scored a run in the first, and then a triple, an RBI, and scored a run. She bounces one right back to Taylor in the circle, and over to Bakken for the out. And 3 pitches in, she's got 2 outs here. Jesselyn Smith, who had a base hit and a run scored in the first, and then a ground out to short.
For Owatonna, third baseman, number 19, Jesselyn Smith.
That's ball 1 to Smith. Smiths and Johnsons and Nelsons on the, there's actually 2 Johnsons. A Smith and a Nelson on their team. Very Minnesotan. There's a 2-0 pitch on the ground. Heineman has it. Can she make the throw across in time? Yes, she can. And so she had a pop out and a throw over to first for the third out. She's in on 2 of those 3 and a 1-2-3 defensive inning for our Tigers. Now they got to get the bats going, down 5 as we go to the bottom of the fourth here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check them out online, MrSandless.com.
Gutters by GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
So it's Kaylee Henderson, Kelly Noble, and Addie Hogsdall due up here, the 6, 7, 8 hitters. Down 6-1, bottom of the fourth. Henderson had a ground out to short her first time up. Came in batting 194 with a double. A couple RBI on the year, 5 runs.
At bat for the Tigers, second baseman, number 6, Kaylee Henderson.
Kaylee with a couple of nice plays out in second base here today. She plays a solid field. It's in the air, but it's going to hang up there for the left fielder, and she makes the catch. So 0 for 2 for Kaylee, and 1 up, 1 down here in the fourth for Callie Noble. She had a pop out to short her first time up.
Now batting for the Tigers,
Noble,
number 10, left fielder, Callie Noble.
262 average coming in. With a double and a triple on the year, 4 RBI, 5 runs scored. Ball 1 to Noble. Schroet fires, and she's got some fire on her fires. That was speedball there, and fouled back into the netting for a 1-1 count. To the lefty, we'll get a good shot of her at bat here. That's low, 2-1 to Noble. Nobody on, 1 out, bottom of 4, trailing by 5 are the Tigers, and there's a swing right through probably at ball 3, but it makes it 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And called. Third strike. 2 down. Nobody on. 5 strikeouts now for Schroet. Through 3 2/3, and it brings it up leaves it up to Addie Hogsdall. Now, Addie singled her first time up. No, she walked. That's right, she walked. And Gilliam singled behind her. This is a one-hopper to second. Easily played there on a 4-3 put out. And another 1-2-3 inning. Second in a row for the Husky D. And we are through 4 completes. And it's 6-1 Huskies here on AlbertlyLive.com.
Fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna and keep the fun alive all year round. Online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
6-1. And Owatonna leads. They will bring up the 4-5-6 hitters here to face Taylor. And that would mean Leighton Nelson, who is 1 for 2. Hanley Rose now, who's 1 for 2. And Allison Johnson, who is 0 for 2. They have 6 hits, 6 runs, 2 walks. Taylor has struck 1 out. There was a wild pitch in there that scored a run. 6 runs on 6 hits. We have 1 run on 3 hits. And Leighton steps into the box. She had the RBI single and scored on a wild pitch and then flew out to center. And a 1-0 count to her. And this is in the air. Again, shallow center. Hannah's got a beat on that one and makes the catch. 2 putouts by Austinson on Nelson. 1 up, 1 down for Hanley Rose now, who singled and RBI single in the first and scored a run. And then lined out right back to Taylor at the circle in the second. Single would have been off of Brielle Bakken when she temporarily, she had to finish the first inning for Taylor, who injured her hand, her pitching hand, on a comebacker. But she was quickly back in the game to bat in the bottom of that inning and then to pitch again after that. Strike there as it is a 1-1 count to Rose now, 9th grader. And she fouls that one back. So a ball and 2 strikes. I know I haven't been great at keeping up with the scoreboard here. Doing my best. I'm keeping a book, trying to keep the pages of that from flapping in the wind. Talking, and I've never been good at doing 2 things at the same time, much less 3. Keeping a book, running a scoreboard, and talking. That's a little much to ask for just a guy who went to radio school. Barely graduated high school. 45 years ago, by the way. I'm having my 45th reunion this year on Saturday. After the doubleheader, I got to go to Mapleton for that. Interesting. Catch up with some folks I've known all my life. 2-2 now. And it is out of the zone. 3-2 to Rose now. I know, I can't believe I'm that old. Here's the pitch from Taylor. Swing and a miss. He struck her out. 2 up, 2 down. And she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 outs in a row now, Taylor. Second strikeout. And Allison Johnson, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout on the ground out to third, has an 0-1 count to her with 2 outs. And that's up the middle, right past Kaylee's outstretched glove and into center field for a 2-out hit. And 7th hit of the game for the Huskies. And that breaks up the 7 in a row set down by Taylor. Well, it's weird because the one before the 7 outs was a walk, and then it was a strikeout. And she had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in a row with a walk mixed in. So, not bad. Not a bad run there for Taylor. As Abigail Johnson now up. She had 2 walks on the day. The runner goes, and the throw's not going to be in time as Allison Steele second. So a runner at second now with a 2-0 count to Abigail. She had an RBI on that walk in the first, then stole a base but didn't score, and also walked and did not score in her second at bat. That's fouled, and it's 2-2. Her sister and or cousin, and maybe they're not even related. Who knows how many Johnson families there are in Owatonna. Or any town, Minnesota. As Johnson to Johnson, here we have one of our own, you know. As that is a 3-1 count now. And this is lifted, foul, first base side, and out of play. 3-2 again. And the crooked look. You gotta love the wind. 3-2, Johnson to Johnson. No, the other Johnson. As they walk. That'll be walk number 3 for Tiger pitching. I think 2 of them were credited to Bakken when she was in there. Yeah, that's true. That's the first walk then for Taylor. But it puts runners at first and second with 2 down here in the 5th. And Malia Schroet is up. The pitcher has ball 1. In the air, infield. Bakken trailing it on the foul territory, makes the grab. On a pop to first, and that'll end that. And they leave another 2 runners stranded. And after 4.5, it's still 6-1. They haven't scored since the second. We had our 1 run in the first. There's a lot of zeros on the board here after that as we head to the bottom of the 5th. And Tiger Bats need to get going here. And it's 9-1-2 in the order coming up here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
At GT Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We now offer full cosmetic dentistry in addition to routine dental care. Learn more at afd.dental.
And Addie Gilliam, the 9-hitter in Christina Gerber's lineup. The catcher, she had a base hit her first time up. And a 1-0 count, she swings and fouls one into the stands, behind the stands actually. The 1-1 count to Addie. Bottom of 5, 6-1, Owatonna. Last we heard in Owatonna, it was 5-3 after 2 Owatonna there. I'm sure they're much farther along, I hope so. Here's the pitch. Low. 3-1. Three and 1 to the 9-hitter, and she launches one, but it's shallow. Center fielder started back and then had to go forward quite a bit. She makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down here in the 5th for Albert Lea. Top of the order is coming up here. Aaliyah Heidemann had a base hit, a stolen base, and a run scored in the first, and flew out to left in the second. 1 for 2 day for her. As the wind continues to howl. It's been 3 1-2-3 innings, or 2 1-2-3 innings. 2 1-2-3 innings for Owatonna defensively, but 3 scoreless innings since that first, where they gave up 1. So they have only had to go through the lineup once here in the last 4 innings for Albert Lea. 2-0 to Heidemann. Albert Lea batted 6 in the first, 5 in the second, and then 3 in the third, 3 in the fourth. Second one up here as a walk by Aaliyah. And that is a 3rd walk of the day for Schroet. And had to put 1 on with 1 out. And Hannah Austinson, base hit and a strikeout on the day. And that's shoulder high, ball 1. A 1-0 count. And the runner goes, and the throw is not in time. Skips a little bit past the bag out there, and a nice jump there for Aaliyah. She steals her second base of the game. And for Heidemann, that's steal number 4 on the season. She's doubled her steals. Count is 2-0 to Austinson. Ooh, that's inside, and it's 3-0. As Schroet has lost a little bit of her ferocity with a walk on the verge of back-to-back walks here. And a strike is called as Hannah takes all the way there. Low in the zone, but high enough for the umpire. 3-1. 1 out and runner at second. And another walk. So first and second, 1 out. Back-to-back walks. 4 for Schroet. Taylor Johnson up. She struck out and then grounded out to short. Both times on the 3rd pitch of the at-bat. Well, she's got 2 on and 1 out here. And she launches one to left, but it's playable. It's going to drift foul. The shortstop runs out and makes the grab. Wow, that was impressive. As they pop out to short is the 2nd out of the inning. Taylor 0 for 3. And runners stay at first and second. Erickson's up. She had an RBI single and a fly out to right.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, number 5, Kira Erickson.
As that one gets past the catcher, and both runners move up as Heidemann goes to 3rd, Austinson to 2nd, and a 1-0 count to Erickson. And the pitch is fouled out of play, first base side, 1-1. Yeah, the best average is on the team, 364 for Taylor coming in. That'll go down now with her 0 for 3, but Sienna was 286. Actually, Hauser at 500 average, but only 2 at-bats. And I guess you can probably tell she has 1 hit. That's fouled in the same area. 1 and 2. 2 outs. 2 on. Bottom of 5, trailing 6-1. And she gets one in the air, infield depth. And it goes from the wind, blew it from fair to foul, but it was still caught over there on a pop fly to first, and that's the 3rd out. Well, they bat 5 and leave 2 and still trail 6-1. We are through 5 here on the turf in Albert Lea on albertlealive.com.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
Service Master by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. Call Service Master by Ayatt today.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Yes, Owatonna starts here in the 6th with a 6-1 lead. They'll go 9-hitter, Jory Sakura, and then the top of the order, Kendra Bogan and Ava Fisher.
Now batting for Owatonna.
Jory has pop out to short and a liner to second. 0 for 2 day and a strike 1 to her. To start the 6th inning with Taylor Johnson still in the circle for Albert Lee. She rocks and fires, and that's a strike called. 0-2. A lot of goose eggs. 4 runs in the first for the Huskies, 2 in the second, and they've been shut down since. Tigers 1 run in the first, and that is it. It's been some D played, some good pitching. That's up high. So 1-2. Johnson to Sakura. That's behind her, 2-2. Nobody on base, nothing hurt. 2-2 count. And that's going to be up high and runs it to a full count at 3-2. 6 runs on 8 hits for Owatonna, 1 run on 3 hits for Albert Lee. No errors in the game for either club. This is in the air, it's just a flare, and Heidemann gets it at short. 1 up, 1 down on a little pop out to short. And now top of the order, Kendra Bogan. She has grounded out the second, singled, stole a base, and scored in the second, and then popped out to short. She's 1 for 3. 1 down, nobody on in the 6th for the Huskies. They have the 5-run lead, though. They don't have to score. Pressure is on Albert Lee with 6 outs to go. That's a nice scoop by Heidemann over to first, and Bakken gets the completion of that. 6-3 put out, 2 up, 2 down.
Heidemann to Bakken for the out at first.
Well, they've been playing great. I mean, like I said, she was on that run of 7 or 8 outs in a row with just a walk-in mixed in there, so they haven't had a hit since last inning. They broke up that run of Austinson diving for a try at the 3rd out there. Could not get there. And it's going to be a double for Fisher. Her 3rd hit. She has a single, double, and a triple. On the day, with 1 RBI and a run scored. 2 runs scored. So now with 2 down and a runner at second. That's a liner out to right. That's going to go all the way to the fence and score a run. And back-to-back doubles. Puts them up 7-1.
Reaching home for the Huskies.
With 2 outs. A 2-out rally here for the Huskies and Leighton Nelson, who had an RBI single in the first and scored a run, and then flew out to center twice. So 1 for 2. Actually, this is Samantha Meyer coming in. Pinch hitting. She was the original starter catcher. And they switched it out at the last minute for Leighton Nelson, but now this is Samantha Meyer. And she's a right-handed bat with 2 down here, and a strike is called. Runner at second. Taylor trying to end this inning and get those bats going. Like I said, they got 6 outs to get at least, well, now 6 runs. This one is fouled into the screen, 0-2. Taylor fires. And that one hit the plate, I guess. Strike is called, so she stays alive at 0-2. ball and 2 strikes. One and 2. And this is lifted. It's a pop out in the infield, and Erickson hustles in from third to grab it. And that is the third out. And they do get one more run, though, and we go to the bottom of 6 with a 7-1 deficit here on AlbertLeeLive.com. Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check them out online, MrSandless.com.
Gutters by GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Bottom of the 6th, and for Albert Lea, the 5-6-7 hitters, Sienna Murray, Kaylee Henderson, and Callie Noble. Murray struck out twice, and as she's due. That's first pitch low, ball 1. The boys are trailing now. It says 7-3 after 3 up in Owatonna. And so, I mean, they're in the third is all. We're in the bottom of the 6th there. Both games started at the same time. Both have about the same number of runs almost. But 7-3 there, 7-1 here. And a strike call, 2-1 to Murray. She and Heidemann homering over the weekend in Jackson at their tournament. Both in losing causes. They did win that game against Glencoe Silver Lake, 11-0 in 5. Taylor with a 5-hitter. And they scored early and often. Nice to see him get some bats going here. It's 3-2 to Sienna Murray. On the ground to first, and the race to the bag is won by the first base girl. 3 unassisted for the first out. One down, nobody on for Kaylee Henderson, who grounded out to short and flew out to left.
Brings up for the Tigers, second baseman number 6, Kaylee Henderson.
Henderson slaps one right back up to the circle to the pitcher, and she's got her 1-3, 2 up, 2 down here in the 6th. And Callie Noble, with 2 down and nobody on, struck out and popped out to short. Actually, we may. Oh, yeah, there she is. I thought we were getting a pinch batter, but Noble was just hiding behind the ump there. It's a 1-0 count to her. Got to change up the look every once in a while once we get 2 outs in a row here. And a base hit right up the middle. See how it works? It's a single for Callie, her first hit of the day. 4th hit for the Tigers. And they got a 2-out base runner here in the 6th with Addie Hogsdall coming up. Addie with a walk and a ground out to second.
Designated player number 11, Addie Hogsdall.
2 down, 1 on. Takes ball, strike 1, I guess it was. It looked like it was high and outside, but called a strike. We'll go with what the ump says. We have no choice. 2 down, runner on. That is, I thought, a pretty identical pitch, but that's a ball, 1-1. As far as outside, anyway. Not height. That one's a strike called, 1-2 to Addie. Down to 4 outs to go here to get 6 runs. And it's a solid base hit. Goes past the center fielder. And hustling is Noble. They're going to wave her in, and she will score from first on a double. An RBI double for Addie Hogsdall. And it's 7-2. Still 2 down. Runner on second.
That brings up the catcher.
And
Addie
Gilliam, the 9 hitter, she flew out to center and singled. So 1 for 2. Another base hit will drive in another run here. It's low, ball 1. And the pitch is low, 2-0. Top of the order due up next. If Gilliam can get on here with 2 down. And that one goes past the catcher. On to third goes Hogdahl. Within scoring position now at third, and a 3-0 count to Gilliam. Three balls, no strikes, and the pitch is that was ticked back to the fence for a strike. 3-1. Just got a touch of that one. And there's another foul. So it's 3-2. Gilliam up in her average of 182 coming in, and she walks. So her second time on. First and second. Or actually, first and third, I'm sorry. First and third with 2 outs. And here's LEA Heidemann. She had a single, a fly out to left, and a walk. 2 steals and a run scored on the day. 6th batter here in the 6th inning, as it's low for a ball. They throw down to third, but back safely is Hogsdal, and it's ball 1 to LEA. Heidemann homering over the weekend. See if she can do it again. That would tighten things up here. Yeah, she gets a pop out. Well, not out yet. It's drifting into foul territory and drops safely, so she's got new life at 1-1. They'd go a long way. The wind blew that one from a fair ball way over to near the fence. And the pitch is low, 2-1. 2 runners in scoring position here at second and third. Base hit would do some damage, but that's going to be a grounder to short, and the throw across is in time. And they strand 2 more, and we're through 6. But to get another run to make it 7-2 here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna and keep the fun alive all year round. Online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
Service Master by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. Call Service Master by Ayatt today.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
Nearly identical scores here, Owatonna and Albert Lea. 7-2 here at softball, 7-3 Owatonna in baseball. But they're only after 4 innings. We're already heading into the top of the 7th here. As the Huskies will bat the 5, 6, 7 spots. And that means Hanley Rose now, who has got a base hit, an RBI single in the first with a run scored. But then she lined out to the pitcher and then struck out. So 1 for 3.
Come on, Tigers. 1, 2, 3.
As Taylor continues in the circle here. She's done fairly well since coming back in. They had that 4-run first, but 2 in the second. Nothing else until 1 in the 6th. Unfortunately, Albert Lea had 1 in the first and then nothing until 1 in the 6th as well. It was that 6 runs in the first 2 innings that has put these Tigers behind the 8 ball here tonight. But here's Rose now, the right-handed batting first base girl, a freshman who singles to left to start out with one pitch. She launches it over the infielders and into left for her second hit of the day. Allison Johnson ground out to third, a strikeout and a single. Also stole a base. Allison, right-handed batting left fielder.
Allison Johnson.
This is to second, and oh, look at that double play. 4-6-3 double play, looked like. 2 down, nobody on. I love those double plays. And that'll bring up Abigail Johnson. Johnson again here. She had an RBI walk with a steal in the first, then walked again in the third, and then walked again in the fifth. She's got 3 walks. So technically 0 for 0 batting with 3 walks and RBI. And was stranded at third twice and at first once. So she never did score. She's called on to start at the last minute when Haley Butler couldn't go out in right, and Abigail Johnson stepping in. We lost our... it's coming back a little bit. We'll go to this now. As apparently the battery's running low there. That's a base hit that rolls all the way to the fence, and she's digging for 3. The throw is on the way, and not in time. Just behind Abigail Johnson. She sends a triple to the fence. So 3 walks and a triple. Not bad. Still 2 down here in the 7th for Owatonna. They're up 7-2. And Malia Schroet, the pitcher, who walked, grounded out to third, popped out to first, swings and misses here. She's 0 for 2 with a walk, and we do still have that view. I don't know, maybe somebody bumped the camera or something. That's should have 15 minutes left on it. That's fouled and out of play. It's 0-2 to Schroet, the 8-hitter. Can't allow any more runs. And the girl at third would make it 8-2. And we only have 3 outs right now to get 5 runs and continue this game. But that's another foul into the fence, and it stays 0-2. Hour and a half into this one. Two innings farther along than the baseball game up north in Owatonna. That's a swing and a miss. And the third out there as the third strikeout for Johnson. And it stays 7-2 as we head to the bottom of 7. Last at bats coming up here for the Tigers on OWATONNA.com.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
At GT Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We still provide routine dental care, but have added cosmetics, smile makeovers, clear braces, Botox, and fillers to our services. We also custom design and 3D print beautiful lifelike dentures in days, not weeks. Don't put off the new smile you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. Learn more at afd.dental.
Did not score a run. And it's strike 2 there to Hannah. And the other one's cutting out a little bit here and there. So we'll just go to this camera for this bottom of the 7th. And a swing, and she got a piece of that one, so stays alive at 0-2. Taylor Johnson is due. She's 0 for 3. Kira 1 for 3. Those are the next two up. After Hannah here, as they got to work some base runners into this mix, and it's a 1 and 2 count to Austinson. And another foul into the netting. That one backs her off a little bit, and it's 2-2 to Hannah. That's a rip up the middle. It's knocked down by the pitcher. Can she outrun it? Nope, they get her out on the ricochet from the pitcher to the shortstop to the first base girl, and 1 up, 1 down. Taylor Johnson struck out in the first, grounded out to short in the third, and popped out to short in the fifth. An 0 for 3 day for her.
Number 7, Taylor Johnson.
Kind of rare. She's the best, got the best average on the team. And she rips one over the, no, I thought it was going to go over the shortstop's head, but it died in the wind, and she was able to grab that one on a little flare to short, 2 down, and down to the last out. Kira Erickson. Kira singled and knocked in a run in the first. Flew out to right and popped out to first. And this is a foul and out of play. Strike 1 to Erickson. She's the last hope to keep this game going. And another foul. That's off the catcher's mask. It's 0-2. Pretty good crowd on hand on a nice warm day that's kind of turned chilly with his wind here. This northwest wind has blown in a front of some sort. And a lot of dirt from the topsoil that's been kicked up by farmers trying to plant their crops. This is trailing foul, and yeah, the wind really helped her out there. She stays alive, as that one looked like it was headed right to the right fielder and ended up 10 feet foul. Still 0-2, 2 outs, nobody on. And she swings through it to end the game with the 6th strikeout for Malia Schroet. And it's a 7-2 final, and we'll take the Service Master by Aya cleanup break and come back and wrap things up here from the turf on albertlive.com.
A brand new house, or you just got done with a remodeling project. You want to show it off, but the construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. This is Beth Ayatt. After the work is done, let Service Master by Ayatt make sure that you don't have to do more work to clean up after the construction crew leaves. Show off and demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Put your business in front of thousands of local fans while supporting your local high school students and activities. Advertise right here on albertlive.com. We create customized ads to best fit the needs of your business. albertlive.com broadcasts more than 150 local high school games and events every year, and our viewership is growing fast as word gets out about our quality broadcasts. Stand out as a community and school supporter while attracting new customers by advertising on albertlive.com. Contact Lance at 651-734-3963 or Lance at lmrmedia.org.
Hungry? Hy-Vee Market Grill is better than ever with classic favorites and mouth-watering new menu items. We've got breakfast sandwiches worth getting out of bed for, made from scratch omelets. And let's do lunch. Try our delicious sandwiches, fresh salads, and the juiciest burgers around. Whether you dine in, get it to go, or have it delivered, the best breakfast and lunch is at Hy-Vee Market Grill.
Drive your career forward with Albert Lee Bus Company. We're hiring bus drivers now. Perfect for retirees, parents, or anyone looking to earn extra income. Enjoy competitive pay, flexible schedules, and the chance to serve your community every day. No experience needed. We provide paid training, hands-on support, and a $1,000 sign-on bonus. Drive when it works for you. Hop on board and apply today with Albert Lee Bus Company.
A 7-2 loss here for the Tiger girls, and they go to 1-13 overall, 0-11 in the conference. They got 5 hits, and one of them by LEA Heidemann to lead off the bottom of the first, and she scored that first run of the game. Knocked in by Kira Erickson's single, so 2 hits in that first inning. But then they went 5 up. Oh, they had a hit. Addie Gilliam had a hit in the second inning, but that was it. And then they went down 1-2-3, 2 innings in a row. In the fifth, just a couple of walks and 3 outs. And in the sixth, they scored their second run on a base hit for Noble, and then she was knocked in by Addie Hogsdal with a double to wrap up the scoring for them. 2 runs on 5 hits. They walked 4 times, but lose 7-2. The boys were down 7-3 after 4 up in Owatonna, last I heard. And we'll wrap it up from here. And again, we have track and field going on still across the way here on AlbertLeeLive.com. You can watch the rest of that. I'll pack up here and then go over there. And we have baseball Thursday with Mankato East coming to Hike Field to take on our Tiger boys, and then a doubleheader Saturday starting at 11 a.m. now. It used to be a noon start, but 11 a.m. start with Faribault, and a softball doubleheader here on Saturday on AlbertLeeLive.com.
You got it, yeah, you got it like that. When you got it like that. When you got it like that.
Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Delivery is free with the Perks Plus membership, and pickup is always free. Make game day and every day easier. Order online with Hy-Vee.
Nothing gonna hold you back when you got it like that.
Drive your career forward with Albert Lee Bus Company. We're looking for bus monitors. Help ensure the safety, order, and well-being of preschool and special needs students by supervising behavior, assisting with buckling, and supporting a safe ride to and from school. No experience needed. Paid training and flexible schedules are provided. Perfect for retirees, parents, or anyone seeking extra income. Make a difference every ride. Apply today with Albert Lee.